Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Typhlosion, and the last time I'm going to be using Zygarde in this form because I'm going to be getting enough cells and I'm actually going to just immediately form change that. We need about 23 more. We need less than, I don't think it actually, I'll show what we have on the screen here. It's just covered behind the 24/7 logo there, but we're looking good. Yeah, been putting in that work every single day, going to the roots and getting my 3 cells. Granted, some days I'm only able to get 1 or 2 because I do about 7 roots and I only get that many, and I'm not going to venture out that much more. But yeah, it's been an okay grind, but it would have been a lot better if it was around summertime, I'll tell you what. So Shadow Typhlosion with Incinerate. Quick move damage has been increased. It's Shadow plus getting stabbed, so we're looking at a lot of damage. Plus the Blast Burn on Typhlosion is no joke. We're going to be pairing it up with several different Pokemon throughout this video here. So let's see. Now we're going to be taking a look at some wins, some losses, and kind of just going over how we could have, I don't know, maybe played it better, just seeing, well, there's pretty much no coming back from this situation here, and just taking a look and talking about it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Again, if you do enjoy this content, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out big time. All right, so we are going to be going up against this Registeel here, going for that Earthquake, not really doing enough damage. They do swap, which would have been a great catch. It was just, you know, I was tapping on my charge move, and just the Dragon Tail damage connected before I hit the charge move. But they go for that Focus Blast. We bring in the Trevenant. We're going to Shadow Claw down. All right, now we're going to go ahead and change the lead here. We are going to be going, I think we're going with Typhlosion. I don't know why I didn't show it there. It was meant to be on screen. All right, so we're met with an Ampharos. So not, you know, nothing too crazy. We do have Tapu Fini in the middle, so we do have that water type here. But of course, we would like to see it this position better than it against the Tapu Fini, right? So we're going to go ahead and shield this up. Trailblaze, very nice. Getting to the next Blast Burn, and they're bringing in a Giratina to catch. Beautiful. That's the kind of stuff you want to do if you're not looking too good in that situation you're in. Going to go ahead and bring in the Tapu Fini here, as we're going to be able to get to that Moonblast and pretty much one-shot them here. If they shield it up, well, we'll just have to figure it out, as we do have a Fire and Grass type, which are not going to really want to go up against that Giratina. They let it go, though. Sounds good to me. And bringing in that Ampharos, we Water Gun them down, and what you got in the back? Oh, it's over. Now, there's nothing they can do here. Am I correct? Including that nice catch, because we have a Venusaur in the back. The only way they could possibly win this is if they had Ice Beam on that thing, okay? And even then, I mean, is that even going to be enough? So we're going to go ahead and quick move them down. It's nothing against them. I'm just saying. There's going to be situations where we're going to watch myself lose. There's nothing I can do. Oh, a Waterly with the Typhlosion. Yeah, you're going to start seeing that commonly appearing here. So we do have 2 Pokemon that can handle this. We could easily swap if we needed to. More than likely, the safer swap is going to be Tapu Fini. So we go Blast Burn, swap into the Tapu Fini to catch here, and an Icy Wind. Okay, so that would have been fine on the Typhlosion as well, and they do have a counter to be in the middle. So we've been countered in the front and in the middle so far. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. All right, you know, personally, I would go, I was going to say I would go Trailblaze, but they have Zap Cannon. Going for the big one. I'm assuming Zap Cannon and Brutal Swing, so that was their only option, really, to just go for the nuke there, as opposed to, you know, letting me survive. All right, so we are going to be shielding that up, using our first shield while they're still holding on to 2, because the Blast Burn is just going to do a ton of damage to everything, even if they resist it. Going for the Blast Burn. Giratina is still doing a lot of damage. Swapping into my Venusaur here. We are down a shield up against this Titan. There's really nothing that we can do right here. Now, if you're thinking, well, you know, it's your team comp, man. You've got Fire and Grass. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, sure. Maybe I need to balance it out a little bit better, but isn't it crazy that we're living in, well, we're living in this, isn't it crazy that this current meta is so demanding for such meta Pokemon that you can't even pick a Fire and Grass type without getting walled by a dragon like this? It's just nonsense. All right, now we have a Cresselia. Now, typically this would be good, but knowing my luck, we've got a Poison type in the back, so I'm going to assume a Future Sight with my hard code, with my hard account mode. I'm just going to assume Future Sight. I'm going to survive it, so we'll let it go. Yeah, there you go. Future Sight, beautiful. Exactly. Okay. All right. Okay. And it's funny, I saw a few comments about you telling me how you've never seen a Gardevoir with Confusion. Like I was explaining to you, they only have the right moves when they need them. for my account. It's insane. It's so crazy. So we got this Ampharos here up against our Venusaur. We're resisting the electric. We're going to go ahead and shield up Brutal Swing. We could take one of those. We could take the next one of these. It's going to be pretty close, as it is going to do a lot. They are Shadow. And getting to the next Frenzy Plant. If they shield this up, oof, it's not going to be looking too great. Oh, gosh. So our only option here is to pretty much just swap into this thing and kind of shield up and then try to farm them down. And hopefully there's something in the back we're going to be able to handle here. And there's a Poliwrath. So yes, we would have been able to one-shot that with Moonblast. So we're taking that win there. Okay. Next game, what are we going to see? All right, well, this is the tables have turned. This is a great lead. I'm assuming they don't have Stone Edge. Maybe they do. They swap into their Ampharos, and it's my turn to kind of wall them up here, right? Okay. So it kind of has this balance. Sometimes it hits you like over and over for a set, maybe a set and a half, maybe 2 sets. And then it'll start kind of giving you those leads and swaps to kind of balance out your win percent. All right, so we're letting that one go, going for our next Frenzy Plant here. I still don't understand why they haven't fixed the animation for the grass. Kind of funny. Now this is great. Do have a nice resistance to the quick move on Virizion, so we're going to go ahead and throw the Sludge Bomb. They let it go. Amazing. They're farming us down with a lot of energy now. They could have Stone Edge, but since they're retreating, I'm going to assume no. And they've got a Wall Rain in the back. This Blast Burn is going to do a ton of damage to them, bring them into the red probably. So we're going to go for it. They shield it up using their last shield. We swap into the Tapu Fin. Now that Virizion does have energy. If it does have Stone Edge, there could be something bad happening for me, but I don't think we're going to be really worrying about that because we still have a shield left and we're looking perfectly fine here. Even if this was another Earthquake, it doesn't matter. I think this is just, all right, yeah, another Earthquake, great. And 1 Incinerate, I'm pretty sure that's enough here. And if they can't get to 2 Stone Edges right now. And we take the win with the Typhlosion's quick move. Massive damage there. Next game, what are we going to see? Good or bad? This is good. Registeel, fan-freaking-tastic. They swap into a Zapdos Shadow. Okay, now this is pretty interesting. I'm trying to calculate what I should do here. Nah, the Pokemon we have in the back don't necessarily want to go up against Registeel, although Venusaur can kind of really put in the work there. So I kind of gamble. I'm going to double shield, farm down, and just come out of here with a ton of energy. They're bringing back Registeel, which means, is there something back there weak to fire as well? So I'm going to go ahead and preserve that, swap into the Venusaur, which is going to be able to take the least amount of damage, seeing that we're Grass and Poison. And they go Zap, and they've got a Virizion in the back. Now it's time to start baiting here. So we're going to go for the Frenzy Plant, which will still do a lot of damage to them. I get to the next one, Sludge Bomb. Show me a double shield here. There's really no room for, yeah, taking a risk. So they're going to double shield. So it turns out that my double shielding, my Typhlosion, helped me out. So, hey, still useful. Going for Leaf Blade, yet throwing another one because it was not enough as we get to the Sludge Bomb, taking me out here, bringing in the Typhlosion, immediately going for the Blast Burn, and that's a wrap here. Typhlosion again taking the win for us. We had a good lead. Double shielding was a big risk, but we pulled it off. Next game, we're met with a Mewtwo. This is kind of interesting here. Again, the confusion aligning with that poison in the back, okay? So what we're going to do is just hang tight. I mean, it is an armor Mewtwo after all, so its attack is not anywhere near regular Mewtwo's, but that confusion sure is hurting, and this Ice Strike will definitely KO. So we're going to shield that up as they do swap into a, was that a Registeel? Oh, Regirock. Okay, okay. Very nice catch. Very nice. It's still doing a lot, bringing them down half. That's oh, it is Shadow. Okay, I see why now. Shadow taking a lot of damage. So before they get to the next charge move here, we're going to go ahead and throw to make sure we can get to a Frenzy Plant up against that Mewtwo here. Beautiful. They're bringing it back, getting one confusion through. And they're using their last shield and then farming me down here. Okie dokie. Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Tapu Fin. We'll let this go. Again, it's not regular Mewtwo, so we don't have to worry about that Psy Strike doing like 75% of our freaking health. They do retreat with a bit of energy on that Mewtwo and bring in a Ninetales, in which I'm going to go ahead and swap into my Typhlosion here. Double KO. Now all I need to do is get to Surf. If we can get to this Surf, that's a good game, and we get to it and we're going to be able to take the win. That was a close one here, kind of a neutral lead. There was really no advantage for me or for them, so good stuff. That's how I like to see it. Next game, now obviously this is completely shutting them down, although Sludge Bomb is there, but they're going to be swapping into a Alolan Muck, in which I'm going to bring in my Tapu Fin. Not the best answer here, so they're going for a Gunk Shot. That would have taken out about 2 or maybe 1.5 Tapu Fins, especially as a Shadow Alolan Muck. And we're going to go ahead and just shield it up and keep on going here. They do have Snarl, so we don't have to worry about them poison jabbing me down. They use bold shields, so I'm almost obligated to use one myself, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, fine, we'll let that go, farm them down, and we have 2 shadow Pokemon that hit so damn hard, they immediately swap into their Machamp. We get to the Blast Burn, this is going to KO the Machamp. So down they go, bringing back the Venusaur. Typhlosion is going to sweep up here, going for the Blast Burn, it's over here, okay, and farming down the Muck. Well, they're backing out, but you know, you get the picture there. Typhlosion just absolutely ran over them at the end there. If you have a shield, it's over. Next game, we have 2 Incinerate users. Let's get it. Talonflame versus Typhlosion, although they're going to be able to hit me with some sort of neutral move, Fly, as opposed to me. All resisted. Yes, we have Solar Beam, but that is going to be a very rare case where you're using that. You got to have a lot of energy. Shields are down, and they have to have a bunch of health, right? Otherwise, you could almost just Blast Burn them. So we're getting 2 shields out of this Talonflame here. We're going to let this Fly go. Oh, we got 1 shield. My bad. Okay, 1 shield out of them. So check this out. This is crazy. We bring in Venusaur to farm down their freaking Fire Flying. They must have something weak to Grass in the back because they back out. Oh, hell yeah. Next game, Nidoqueen. Okie dokie, this is the first poison type. You're going to see another one pop up as soon as I do put a fairy up front. I do believe that is what's going to happen here shortly. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and shield that one up. Typically, you would let that first poison fang go as it's not doing as much, but we're shadow and we need to maintain that health. Otherwise, if we did let it go, they would have been able to take us out here. Farming them all the way down, well, taking both of their shields, bringing in the Venusaur, and unfortunately we're gonna have to just let this go and see if we can farm them down. This is getting a little close. Damn it, they're getting to the next one. We're gonna have to use our shield here. They've lowered our defense by 2 stages, so any Incinerate user is gonna eliminate us, and they've got a Mandibuzz. Okay, so we swap into the Tapu Fini, and Tapu Fini is going to be good up against the backline. Thank goodness they have a Poliwrath. We're going to go ahead and go for the Moonblast here. Venusaur has a lot of energy on it, and that is still going to do a ton to the Mandibuzz with the Sludge Bomb. Even Frenzy Plant's going to do a decent amount. So at this point, all we need to do is get to the Moonblast. Let's see what they're going to hit us with. Probably, all right, so they're going Dark Pulse. They don't have Aerial Ace. I would assume Aerial Ace now. All right, there it is. And getting to the Moonblast, beautiful. They're not going to be able to quick move us down here. So we're just going to go ahead and swap immediately into the Venusaur and go for that Sludge Bomb. Do believe they get to a charge move here. As we get to the Frenzy Plant, so Venusaur's not going to be able to finish it off for us. That's okay. Bringing back the Tapu Fini and finishing them off with a Water Gun. Let's get it. Next game, what are we going to see here? Poliwrath. All right, so this is a bad lead for us. And they're swapping into Gengar. This is, you know, this is kind of just fine. We'll just stay right here. Actually, no, what we're going to do... No, we already swapped. Oh, yeah, so we're just... we have no choice, duh. Alrighty, so Gengar, pretty good. We're going to call this, though, Shadow Punch. All right, it's not Shadow, so we don't have to worry about them KOing. This next one is going to bring us pretty close with about 4 or 5 HP. Good, and we survive. Tell me you want to use both shields. And they let it go. We win that matchup. Fantastic. Bringing in the Poliwrath. So we bring in the Venusaur here. Even if they lower our attack, we will be able to one-shot them with Frenzy Plant still. So they're going for the Icy Wind. And they're swapping to catch with the... Was that a Cavalion? Was that Cavalion? Oh, Guzzlord, it's this one. Oh, yeah. All right, so at this point, with what we see in the back here, we're pretty much... Like we were discussing, if there's a dragon in the back here like this, and they've got shields... It's over for me. It's really it. There's really nothing I can do here. So they're farming us down. We're all, you know, weak as we're shadows. This is a freaking Guzzlord just tanking us over here. This Frenzy Plant's going to be enough, but we need to get to another one. And I didn't think I was going to be able... Maybe a couple more quick moves here. One more quick move. Damn, one more Dragon Tail would have been enough to KO us, though. I don't know if... Or ish. Damn, I should have got one more quick move off. That would have been the best thing for me there. All right, unedited, keeping it going here. What do we have? Typhlosion in the lead. Tapu Fini in the middle. Venusaur in the back. What is it going to throw in the front here? And another Poliwrath. Okay, no coincidences here. So we're swapping immediately. So we're countered to the front. Okay, we're swapping into our Tapu Fini, and they're countering us with our water with an electric. Now, if I was to bring in Venusaur, let's see what they have in the back in a second here. Then we'll be able to understand there's no way around winning this. You're screwed. No matter what angle you took, you're screwed. This is what we're talking about. Some of these games are just unwinnable because of what they throw at you. Okay, so we're still gonna see what. So we've seen Poliwrath, and all right, they're bringing Poliwrath back. Could have went for the Solar Beam here. Obviously, one-shotted them, and they're letting it go, or they're shielding it up, and that's exactly why I don't go for it. Okay, now this is obviously going to be a Blast Burn, so they'll probably let it go. Okay, makes sense. Now they've used one shield. Same with us. Now they're getting all this farm. We're gonna let this go, and let's see what's in the back. So if I would have swapped into my Venusaur instead, they wouldn't have brought in Ampharos. What would they have brought in? Giratina. So we would have been screwed no matter what angle we went in there, no matter what we would have done. Just keep that in mind. This is why this game is so damn rigged, and it's just kind of like at this point it's like, well, what's the point? Okay. All right, so we're met with a Giratina, so horrible lead here for us. And I wasn't even gonna give a shit about that. I wasn't even wasting my damn time. So we're gonna go ahead and put a Tapu Finn in the front. Or wait, are we gonna go? Oh no, we're gonna go Gramble. Oh, okay. All right, the second we put Gramble up front, watch this. Watch, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Don't look away now. You're gonna miss it. It's a. Oh, all of a sudden, after we had a fire up front, there's grass. All of a sudden, there's grass. Isn't that interesting? Next game. What do you know? It's a poison. The algorithm is crazy. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you all next time.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!